Emergency now on Cozy TV.
Portions of TV23's internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette. This is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. It's Thursday, November 30th. That would be the last day of November of 2017. Welcome to High Plains Today here on TV23. On today's show, my good friend Dr. Jack is here. I said, pick a topic. I don't know what it is yet, and I'm afraid. But he'll be with us after the weather. All right, in the meantime, let's see what's happening out there. A Garden City man was arrested with 59 grams of suspected methamphetamine and marijuana after being pulled over Tuesday morning for a seatbelt violation in Great Bend by the Barton County Sheriff's Office. 22-year-old Randall Long was pulled over in the 1300 block of 10th Street around 1:30 a.m. and could not produce a driver's license. He was arrested on suspicion of drunken driving, possession of methamphetamine, and drug paraphernalia, and several traffic offenses. He remains in the Barton County Jail with bond set at $100,000. Well, it was Giving Tuesday. The Western Kansas Community Foundation raised more than $100,000 during its inaugural Match Day donation drive for 15 county nonprofits. Now, the Western Kansas Community Foundation reports over $111,000 was raised by 280 donors for 15 county nonprofit organizations, combined with the $50,000 match pool sourced from contributing sponsors in advance of the drive, as well as $2,050 in prize grants. The total amount distributed to local nonprofit charities was just over $163,000. Now, funding partners that included Brookover Land Enterprises, Luther and Artis Fry, Eric and Jenna Fry, Lee and Brenda Reeve, High Plains Orthodontics, and the Commerce Bank, as well as the Western State Bank, made the $50,000 match pool possible. Good on you, folks. Theater owner Mitchell Theaters, based in Elkhart, has expanded again. The 70-year-old Morley Theater in Borger, Texas, reopened last week to sell out crowds after being closed several months for remodeling. The historic theater was purchased in May by Mitchell Theaters. Now, the Morley was built back in 1947 and was designed by Jack Corrigan of Dallas. It originally was operated by the Griffith Consolidated Theater chain. Now, with its grand auditorium, the Morley, and you don't hear this a lot, is one of the few theaters operating to feature balcony seating. Mitchell Theaters fully renovated the now 5-screen theater, adding upgraded sound and new high-back rocker seating. Ooh, leather recliners were added on the ground floor of the grand auditorium. That sounds like someplace I want to go. And Andrew Heinrich, Brooke Abernathy, and Houston Friend, they were all inducted into the Satana School District chapter of National Honor Society on Tuesday evening. Congratulations on this accomplishment. They joined the existing members of the chapter, Caden Anthony, Gabriel Salas, Tana Anderson, Aiden Gutierrez, Alex Howie, Clarissa Nahara, and Carly Oxford. Good on you guys, too. All right, here we go. The origins of the Himalayan Yeti myth, you know what? They've been revealed at last, thanks to science. Big, furry animals, larger than humans, and capable of walking on 2 legs, do indeed roam the highest mountains on Earth, according to a study published this week in Proceedings of the Royal Society B. They're a biological sciences journal. But they're not Yetis. Yeah, you guessed it. Look at the picture. They're bears. After analyzing the DNA of 9 purported Yeti specimens, scientists found that 5 of the preserved Yetis were in fact Tibetan brown bears. 2 were Himalayan brown bears, and 1, a relic that looked like a fossilized hand, originally belonged to an Asian black bear. Oh yeah, and the 9th specimen, part of a tooth belonging to a stuffed Yeti in the collection at the Reinhold Messner Mountain Museum, turned out it was from a dog. Well, there you go. That myth is over. All right, we're going to be back with a look at the weather. Remember we had some precipitation in the forecast yesterday. Guess what? Looking at the TV tower, 23 tower cam, you can see that's not going to be a possibility. Back with that right after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. Heck, you could earn your degree while wearing your PJs or while eating BLT with your baby. Because you don't go to college. College goes to you. Complete your courses around your schedule. That's Independence. That's Independence University. No alarm clocks, no snoring roommate, no loud parties keeping you up all night, no note on your door telling you to sleep somewhere else. Instead, learn online at Independence University. Get your degree, but keep your life. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate. Learn online from professional instructors with real work experience. You get professional support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Independence U, for an independent you.
1-800-234-3025.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Another nice looking day here in Southwest America. Looking over the Sublette metropolitan area, a few high clouds. We kind of had that yesterday. Let's take a look at the readings here at the TV 23 studios. It's 46 degrees. Relative humidity 45%. Winds right now are the north-northeast at 5. Barometric pressure is falling. Lots of sunshine. Looking at the current temperatures around the viewing area, you can't get much closer than that. You got a high of 54 in Medicine Lodge, and the low is 46 in Elkhart. Everybody is enjoying this late fall, early winter weather. Looking at the current dew points, though, it is pretty dry still out there. Everybody in the 20s. Well, you get over to Medicine Lodge, they're 30, their dew point, but everybody's still pretty dry. Not a lot of wind out there today, not like it was on Tuesday when we had those 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. Look at Lamar, Garden City, nothing variable in haze, but it is an easterly wind switching around the southeast, depending where you are. There's high pressure is centered like right over the middle of Kansas, like right here. And it's just kind of, and there is a shifting wind line that's coming in from off the mountains, which they call a downflow, that makes it heat up, but it's not going to be really big today. Looking at the highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport, we got to 58 yesterday, 78 back in 2014. Not that long ago. It was 19 yesterday morning. Yeah, I walked outside yesterday morning and went, whew. 6 back in 1992. Yeah, again, no new precipitation in the bucket. Here's what we've got, 54 for today. Lots of sunshine. Winds are going to be out of the northeast at 8. That high pressure is going to cause the winds to shift around to the south. Then tonight, not going to be near as cold as it has been the last couple of nights, 33. Winds out of the south-southeast at about 13. Then tomorrow we're going to warm up one more time as this front moves through. 63, mostly sunny. Winds are still going to be out of the south at 13, switching to the east later on in the day. Tomorrow night, 32. Lots of clear skies, north wind at 7. Looking at 7-day. Remember yesterday we had this 30% chance of precipitation on Tuesday? Yeah, gone. Now we're looking at 67 on Sunday. Then we're going to drop back down into the cooler range as we go into next week. It's going to be kind kind of windy on Sunday and Monday, but nothing we can't live with. All right, that's a look at the weather. We'll be back with our good friend Dr. Jack after this.
Watch these magnificent honeybees, staying busy pollinating the world and making honey while they do it. But these bees are suffering. The Wi-Fi in their hive is slow and buffers constantly. They struggle to watch their shows on Netflix and surf Pinterest. Bees hate that. So what do you do if you're a buffering bee? You switch to Pioneer Communications, who offer 50 megabit internet that's as sweet as honey. They've made the jump, and so can you. Pioneer Communications, your community connected.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits, in addition to those found in Original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Fall open enrollment is now. Call to see if you're eligible. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage at no extra cost, you can also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more, included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Don't miss the deadline. Call now to take advantage of fall open enrollment. There's no obligation.
Call 1-800-329-6235. That's 1-800-329-6235.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
And we're back. Dr. Jack, my good friend, he's here today in studio, live and in person, right there on the big chair. How are you?
Big chairs. That's twice now.
Throw my pen out in here in a second.
I'm good.
You're in the big, comfy chair. If you need to come be on our show, if you got anything you want to be on the show about, these chairs are very comfy.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's
so
true.
There
I can
you
vouch
go.
for that.
Yeah. How are you? How you been?
Good. I'm good.
Good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, good Thanksgiving. Kind of slow. Had to kind of stick around town. We had a funeral, so family went to Oklahoma City. I stayed and kind of chilled out.
Did you have like a turkey pot pie or something on Thursday?
No. Actually, I made it through Thanksgiving with no turkey.
You're so un-American.
Well, you know.
That's not right.
Not quite the same as kneeling for the anthem, but.
True. By
the way, did you see that?
You had a turkey boycott.
You see the latest film that?
No.
The players down in Mexico City.
Yes, Marshawn Lynch
kneeling
with
for
the Raiders,
yeah,
formerly of the Seahawks.
Kneeling for the U.S. anthem and then standing for the Mexican
Stood for
national
the Mexican national anthem.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Herschel Walker was on today to talk about that.
And Herschel, you let him have it?
Oh, it's interesting to me. He said that his take was they should have suspended all those players right when they started.
That's Herschel's take.
Yep. And a lot of former NFL players are kind of coming out that way of saying, guys, and I loved what Herschel Walker had to say this morning. He said, guys, this is America. This is where you make your money. This is where you live. This is where your family lives. You need to not disrespect the hand that feeds you.
Well, and I think, now that they've gone to a lot of teams are still, a lot of teams are not kneeling anymore. And they've gone to locking arms in unity, that's a good thing.
Sure.
But, there's not being much said about the kneeling anymore.
Right.
Until Marshawn Lynch last week in Mexico City. But
Which,
he's always been a little out there, because did you see him in Monday night? In the Monday night game, he and Aqib Talib got in a fight. Or, no, it was, he got in a fight with Crabtree in the football game. But Marshawn Lynch, Talib walks right through the Oakland bench to get through to the dressing rooms in Oakland's Coliseum Stadium. And Marshawn Lynch escorted him. I'm thinking, maybe, Marshawn, you should worry more about your team and what's going on as opposed to opposing players. But he's always been he doesn't talk to the press either, so it doesn't.
right. Well, and I thought, again, coming back to Herschel Walker's comments this morning, I thought was really good. One of the things he said was, hey, guys, if you really want to make a statement, take care of your business until the season's over, and then get all the players that are in solidarity and go to D.C. and try to make a difference. If you want to protest, go protest there.
Well, that's the thing, because when they protest, they only do it during the game.
Right.
For that 2.5 minutes at the beginning of the game. And that's all you ever see. And then we talk about it, but all that does is stir the pot. It doesn't do anything, in my eyes.
Well, and it overshadows. Last time we were on and we talked about this, we were talking about where are the players who are actually going out and joining the fatherhood initiatives and dealing with some of the underprivileged education systems and dealing with that. And the problem is there are tons of examples of that now where players have stopped and said, wait a minute, if this is really important enough to me to take this public stand, then I need to try to make a difference with the resources I've been given. And so you've got efforts in LA and Oakland, you've got efforts in New York City, you've got efforts in Philadelphia, all aimed at things like, again, the fatherhood initiative of teaching guys how to be dads, how to be there for their kids, how to kind of end the cycle of growing up, wondering who you are, and that makes you a prime candidate for the gangs to bring you in and offer that family that you lack. So you got fatherhood initiatives, you got job skills development. You've got that going on in Dallas, Phoenix, and all of that funded by and organized by players, but you don't hear any of that.
No, because it's not controversial.
Right.
You don't hear that. It's kind of like, okay, I understand, and you and I have talked about this before. I understand why they're doing it. I do understand. I don't agree with their method. And, Kaepernick started this last season, and then he gave money to a lot of charities and stuff in San Francisco and Los Angeles. But now he's kind of gone from the spotlight, and you don't hear of him doing anything anymore.
But he didn't have a stage for it. And that's really, I think, I don't want to put thoughts in the man's mind because I can't, do that. But he just doesn't have a stage for it. He's fighting the legal battle. And so part of that, I'm sure his lawyers are saying, okay, there's some things you can do, some things you can't do that could potentially damage your ability to get the millions that they're hoping for from the NFL and from the owners. So I'm sure part of that is you can't be the one to stir the pot. Now, that doesn't mean you can't have conversations with other players and encourage them to continue on. Unfortunately, again, for him, what I think this has done is it's really kind of overshadowed because now you've got a player who, kind of like Tebow, had some early success, did some good things, then had some struggles, but the conversation isn't about his football ability anymore.
True.
It's all about the stand. So when a potential team looks at needing somebody, if you're desperate enough to take Jay Cutler, why not take Kaepernick? Well, the answer is, like Tebow and the rabid followers that Tebow had, people just don't want to deal with the circus.
So do you really believe that, or think that the NFL owners have gotten together, and I don't think they've banded together and said, no, we can't, nobody hire Kaepernick.
No.
I don't think that collusion is there. But I think as a business person, like you said, they're looking at him, or like they did with Tebow, that we don't need this media mess.
Well, and the problem is there's a number of things, and I have defended Tebow. I still think he should be playing, so I'll just leave that on the table. But I think unfortunately what happens is they have to look at other factors, like how do you deal with Tebow playing on a team and none of their stars get any media attention because it all goes to one player. Kaepernick would be the same way, and players are not going to put up with that. We often forget that the NFL is entertainment, and you only get
it's an entertainment business,
right? And you
but
only
again, it's
get
still a business.
You only get this much time in the spotlight, and if that time in the spotlight's being swallowed up by somebody else, especially for a non-football issue, then you're damaging not only the entertainment value, which is the business value, but you're also doing things like taking your potential stars and using up the prime times of their career, and now they don't get as many endorsement deals. The NFL doesn't get the kickback from the players' percentages from those endorsement deals. So there's a whole lot of things that flow into this. But again, and you can see it, Papa John's isn't the only business that's pulled out of some of their sponsorships of the NFL. You've got others dealing with that, and now the NFL's feeling the business side, and now they're finally taking action on the entertainment side. But that plays into, I think, you don't have to have a collusion. You don't have to get together all in a room or on a conference call and say, don't hire this guy. I think every one of those guys is astute business people, and they look at the bottom line and know how it could impact them.
Well, they have to be. I mean, they're not owning an NFL team worth billions of dollars because they don't know what's going on, right?
Right.
Okay, so do you think the NFL, now you get back to, and it's funny because, you bring up Herschel Walker and the things that Mike Ditka has said, and these guys are all older players, coaches, et cetera. They've been out of the game, in the Hall of Fame, been out of the game a long time, and they're talking, you guys need to get your stuff together here because you don't understand what this country was built on, et cetera, et cetera. But then you have this younger generation, there's a big gap there, and I mean, there's no really middle ground in this whole deal, is there?
There's not, and I think the reason is because you have two schools of thought about when it comes to football. You've got the older generation that says we were privileged to get paid to play a game we love. You have the new generation that says I've lived my whole life to finally make my millions so I can stick my finger in the eye of all the people that said I couldn't. So you've got this idea of we're privileged to play a game and we're entitled to a certain lifestyle. And when you have those fundamental philosophical differences, they're going to play out in ways like this.
All right, so do you see, to get rid of this, because it seems to be a problem in the NFL, that's it.
Well, the NBA has their own way.
They have their own rule, though. Yeah, the NBA says, no, you won't. Right. NHL says, no, you won't. And if you do, you're going to get busted up bad in the NHL on a hockey league.
Yes,
right?
You will.
But it really hasn't trickled down into college and high school yet.
It's starting to.
It's starting to, but it really hasn't. And it really hasn't taken hold, it doesn't seem.
There was a referee fired from a college game last week because the referee knelt during the anthem. So it is starting to trickle down. Ironically, though, what you're seeing from the high school level are the players coming to the coaches and saying, how can we be more honoring of the anthem? I've called some area games on the radio, and more than once, teams have come out running carrying American flags. The students all went out and got them and carried the American flags to run in. So for them, their reaction is more of a let's appreciate things even more instead of denigrating them. Now, that being said, probably we don't have that same demographic.
I was going to say,
in our area.
I mean, we're middle America,
right?
And we're, believe it or not, I mean, you got the left. Oh, Brian's yelling at me. We got to hurry. You get the left and you get the right, but America, I mean, Kansans in this part of the world, we're pretty much middle, moderate, mom, apple pie, baseball, football.
But you're seeing it in Florida, you're seeing it in New York, you're seeing it in Pennsylvania, you're seeing it in Oregon, Washington State.
Sign.
So you got some of that. I think the big deal is, and I've really been praying for our community to heal, but our nation's got to heal too.
Oh, yeah. Once again, We didn't get anything decided, but we sure talk a lot, don't we? Thanks, Jack. Good to see you. We'll be back with more right after this.
The skills you develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you a head start on your career. Gain practical experience with technology and equipment that will give you a leg up in the civilian world. Learn critical leadership skills and to be part of a team. Serve your community and your country part-time while earning money for an education. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn about the paid training and career opportunities available to you in the Army National Guard.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. Heck, you could earn your degree while wearing your PJs or while eating BLT with your baby, because you don't go to college. College goes to you. Complete your courses around your schedule. That's Independence. That's Independence University. No alarm clocks, no snoring roommate, no loud parties keeping you up all night, no note on your door telling you to sleep somewhere else. Instead, learn online at Independence University. Get your degree, but keep your life. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate. Learn online from professional instructors with real work experience. You get professional support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Independence U, for an independent you.
1-800-234-3025.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters. Always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Well, Garden City Community College, they hosted Dodge City Community College in basketball, men's and women's. Dodge City women lost to Garden City 66-57 last night. And the men's basketball game, though, it was much closer. Garden City beat the Conquistadors 66-64. Let's take a last look at our weather. Hey, it's 48 degrees. Not going to warm up a whole bunch today, though. Relative humidity, 42%. Winds are out of the northeast at 3. Very pleasant day out there. Barometric pressure is falling. All right, we got some high pressure moving through. Winds are going to be switching around out to the north. It's going to cool off come next week. No precipitation, though. Go out and have a great day, everybody. See you next time.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful. That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded, so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
Versions of TV23's Internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering